Hi everyone, I'm Rincey and this is Rincey Reads. So if you watched my bullet journal video, you would have heard me talking about the Day Designer, which is a different type of planner. I had seen a little bit about them online, but I hadn't really heard too much about them. So I thought I would show the one I found off and just talk a little bit about what it works for me and what doesn't work for me. This I picked up at Target. I think if you just Google Day Designer by Blue Sky, I believe is the company, you'll see like more expensive versions. This one was on clearance because it's if you can see, it's July 2016 to June 2016. So yeah, it was on clearance at Target. So I decided to just pick it up even though when I picked it up it was October. One thing I will say off the bat is I forgot how much I don't like ringed planners because it always gets caught on stuff in my bag. The second thing is that I ripped out the pages for these months because, you know, the months were already over. I wanted to make it thinner so it fit in my bag better, but in doing that, I think I ruined the binding, and so now the back cover is like really floppy and not great. So that's my bad. So yeah, this is the Day Designer. Like I said, I got it from Target. I don't always see it at Target, so I was looking for this previously and I never saw it at Target. And so when I finally saw it, I decided to just buy it so I could try it out for myself. So yeah, first page where you put your name and such, as you usually do. They have the calendar, they have the story of the company and how to use the planner, and they have like brainstorming stuff. This is similar to sort of like the Passion Planner, how they have the beginning pages. And then you get to the full month. I'm going to flip to the first real month that has actual pages so you can see how it's set up. So this is really nice. It's like laminated tabs for each month. So yeah, this is a month. I'm actually going to go to a blank month. So here's March 2017. They flag holidays, or at least US holidays, and they tell you what the holiday is down here. And then they have like the next month, the previous month and the next month, and a to-do section. I find this to be really small, so I don't use it. When you flip to the first page, March 1st, you can see they have a section with a quote. They have your today top 3, the date here, your schedule, your to-dos. If you have something going on tonight, you can write that here, and your gratitude for the day. I never remember to write a gratitude for the day, but it would be nice. It would be helpful to do that. So I'm going to flip back to December. No, actually, I'm going to flip back to November. So here, this is me trying to use it. So one of the things I don't like about ring binders is when you're trying to write like right where the ring is. It's really difficult. I mean, obviously you can flip it like this and write, and then flip it like this and write, but I like to have it open all the time, which is a bit of a pain in the butt, especially when your to-dos are on this side and you're trying to write. Like, I mean, most of the time I end up just having to go like this so I can write where the rings are, but it's just a pain in the butt. One thing I like is that it does start at 6 a.m. and goes through 8 p.m., which is really nice. I don't like that these are hourly segments. I wish they were half hourly because I don't work hourly. Like, I feel like I work in 30-minute increments, or like the projects that I do and things like that. I like having more specificity to my day. I like the to-dos, but I feel like there's, again, the problem that I had with the bullet journal is that I feel like there was always so much wasted space. The way I bullet journaled is that if I had multiple things I had to do, I would like indent. I guess I could just like indent myself and make a new square or something and keep going. But the way this is set up, because the lines are so big, at least in my opinion, they're big. It feels like really wasteful and it doesn't feel right. So I feel like I don't write out as specific of tasks in here as I do in my bullet journal. That again is just 100% just like personal preference. Another thing I'm not really crazy about is the fact that there's no bookmark. So I've been using this like post-it note to keep track of where I am in the month, which I need to replace this eventually because it's going to stop being sticky and stop working as a post-it note. Another thing is that there's no like pockets in here. In the bullet journal, in the like journal, and even in Moleskines, there's like a little pocket in the back. And I've even seen on other planners that there's like pockets, which this doesn't have that, and it doesn't even have like a string. So I put this inside of this Day Designer because I want it with me, but I'm always worried that it's gonna fall out because like when you close it and just like throw it in my purse, like it could easily just like slip out. So I wish there was like a rubber band that went around it, like with the Moleskines and the like Derns, and I wish there was a bookmark as well. So yeah, that's the Day Designer basically. There's nothing much to it. What I really like is that everything's like made for you already, so I can just go in and put in my tasks. I don't have to redraw every week my little timetable and to-do lists and stuff like that. I also like that I can put stuff in the future. So like I started already putting in stuff that I know I have for the next week, which is something I wouldn't be able to to do until like the Monday of that week in my bullet journal. So there are pros to this, and it definitely is nice. And if you are someone who is like, I really like this idea and I would never draw out my own planner every week, the Day Designer might be really nice for you. The only problem is that, again, this is sold in Target, but it's not sold in every Target. I feel like it took forever for the Targets near me to actually have one. And then if you try to order it online, you have to make sure you're getting the one that's the daily, because they have a Day Designer that's a weekly, which I kept seeing everywhere, which just looks like every other planner where it has like the monthly spread and then it has like the days, so it'll have like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, another thing I don't like is that the weekends are shared. So as you can see, this is Saturday and Sunday in March, and there's no like to do here. Like it says take some time out, fun things to do. It's like, no, I don't need that. And then it has things for like next week, don't forget. And this is just times for Saturday and Sunday. And so what I've been ending up doing is just like writing in the tasks I need to do in the time frame. But at the same time, I also want to be able to write in when I'm going to be doing everything. So I have to like plan my weekends out way in advance, and then it always changes, and I feel like I'm always forgetting stuff over the weekend. So yeah, that is just a small quibble, but I feel like a lot of pre-made planners are like that. They always like combine the weekends to save pages, which personally I'm not a fan of. So yeah, that is my really quick overview of the Day Designer. Again, if you have any questions about this, I know I went through it pretty quickly, feel free to leave a comment down below. I'll also have linked in the cards my most recent bullet journal video, as well as my bullet journal video from 2015, so you can check that out if you are interested. So yeah, that's all I have for now, and thanks for watching.